Hello, this is Michelle at michellesizemore.com, and that's Michelle with 1L on my website. Today you'll learn how to make this quick and easy idea for little clouds and balloons on a Creative Memories page. This is called the Cloud Frame Border Punch. Now I'm going to take it and use my white cardstock on it, and what I want is to make this right here. I wrote in here 4x6 because I need to start with a 4" by 6" rectangle of cardstock to get this. So I'm going to take my regular Creative Memories trimmer. Now I don't have the right blade in here. This is the decal blade. I'm going to flip that open just by pushing that lip, take that out, look underneath and grab a straight blade because that's what I need. And then put this decal one back, flip it open, put my blade in curvy side down, and close it. Now I want to cut this piece of cardstock to 4" by 6". So I'm going to line my piece of cardstock up with the 4" mark right there, right here. And there's a grid line that goes all the way down. I want to make sure it's straight. And then I'm just going to cut. Then I'm going to flip it this way. There's this arm that you can pull out when you need to go past 5". And then there's a little foot right here that you can flip open to make sure it stays level with your trimmer. So I'm going to take it, I turn this sideways, and then I'm going to line it up at the 6 right here. Make sure it's straight all the way at the top and cut. So now I have a 4x6 rectangle of cardstock. I'm done with my trimmer for the moment. Now I want to use this. So since I want to cut, if you're cutting things in a frame with this, you want to start on this silver line right here. Okay, there's a silver line. If you want to make just a 12" border, you start with this black line. But we're going to do a frame like this. So I'm going to start right here. Basically, that means I'm going to put my cardstock in. I'm going to line it up with that silver line, okay, to start. That's my starting point. Line up the silver line, hold it firmly, make sure it's straight against this lip, and punch. Then I'm going to punch one more time. What I need to do now is put my white over the blue. The blue is just this design that I just cut out. Put the white right over it so that you don't see the blue design for the cloud. Hold it straight, make sure it's straight against here, and punch again. Now, I'm going to be left with this little piece, and it's supposed to be that way. So what I do now is I flip it this way. I'm just putting in some blue so you can see it a little better. And then I want that white piece to line up with that silver line to do my next cut. So line it up with the silver line. Make sure it's straight against this lip all the way around. Hold it down. It's kind of hard to get a good hold on it. There we go. Hold it down straight and punch. Okay, then I'm going to flip it again. This needs to line up with the with the little silver line. It does. I'm going to hold it straight and punch. I can save those for later or throw them away. Match up my pattern so that I don't see any blue. Hold it firm and punch. And one more time, you want to line this, flip it that way, line that up with that silver line. Make sure it's straight this way and punch. So that's how I got my little frame for the cloud. Cool, huh? So what I'm going to do now is grab a piece of light blue cardstock. I chose light blue just because it looks like the sky, you know, the color of the sky. And what I want to do is this. So I basically just kind of turned it like at a diagonal a little bit to kind of go up in the corner. So now I'm going to mount that with repositionable tape runner. Going to put a little repositionable tape runner on the back. Now when you use this repositionable tape runner, when you store it, it's like this with that with the white part covering this up. When you want to use it, you flip this back. You're going to press down on the pointy part and kind of pull toward you, okay? But just do it in little dabs. You do not need a lot, okay? And then we're going to stick this right here to get our clouds up in the corner. And now I'll show you how I made the balloons. I love this paper. This is from the Super Duper Girl and Super Duper Boy collection. Fun, vibrant colors. There's greens and purples, but these are the 3 colors that I chose for my balloons. So I'm going to show you real quick how to make balloons, and it's so easy. So we're going to grab the mat for the custom cutting system. I'm going to use this template. I think it'll show up better on the yellow. This goes with the Gemstone Patterns, and what I'm going to do is cut out the middle part. So the balloon is going to be like this, you know, because the skinnier part's at the bottom. I just make sure my design is going the way that the direction I want it to go. I don't want it to go in this direction. So I'm just going to get up here in the far left corner because I don't want to waste paper. And then my blade has these 2 little notches that stick out. Those need to go in this little inside track. Both of them do, and it fit great, and the blade is going to cut on the inside. No, actually, they didn't fit in there. Sorry, I didn't have my things in the track. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just going to go around and cut, and I have my balloon. And then to get this little tiny piece right here, the little, like the bottom of the balloon, all you do is grab, you know, at the corner of your paper, cut a little triangle. Now that is actually too wide, but so I want to cut it down a little smaller. I'm just going to cut it a little smaller to where it looks about the size I need, and I think that's about it. And then I'm going to just put a little dab of tape runner on the bottom of my balloon and stick it on top there. Okay, and that's how I get the balloon. Very easy. And so I would just mount my balloons, and I would cut them in these 3 colors: the bright pink, the bright blue. Actually, this is not actually the paper I used because I've used all that up. That paper had more like a little stripy look to it, but I ran out of it, so this would be fine. But anyway, I would just mount my like yellow balloon here, the blue and the pink here. I'm not going to cut that out just to save time, but you would do it just the way you did this yellow one. And then I would just take my black pen. So our pens have a fat edge and a skinny edge. So with the skinny edge, I would just draw little balloon lines and a little bow, and then I would have my decoration. And then for the rest of this page, I'm not going to demonstrate it now because I do this on tons of my videos, but pretend these are photos, 4x6 photos. And what I did to get the mat, because sometimes I like just a little skinny mat, and again, these papers are from that Super Duper Boy and Girl collection. I would cut the mats 1/4 of an inch bigger than 4x6. So it'll be 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 with my straight trimmer. And I would do that the same way I showed you how to cut the initial rectangle before I did the clouds. And then I'll get my mats. And then this is our ruled paper. I love using this because I do not write straight. So basically I just cut a piece of ruled paper to a 2" by 4" piece, and then wrote on it with our PhotoSafe pen. And I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you have a wonderful day.